As the world marks World Food Day, it again draws attention to food production in Nigeria. Price of food items have steadily been under increase due to its scarcity. How then can Nigeria achieve food sufficiency to cater for its teeming population, particularly in the face of rising security challenge? This is Report on ITV. My name is Blessing Aichi.
To achieve food security in Nigeria as at today with the herdsmen problem, it's not an easy thing. Food is available now, but the next year we are going to buy twice the amount we are used to buy tomatoes now, buy plantain, everything. You are going to buy it twice because yes, something is coming out now because I am a farmer. People are farming along the road now. Nobody goes inside. So where you are farming along the road now, by next year you can no longer farm in that area. So it's a serious matter that the federal government and ourselves, the individuals, because when I see a stranger, when we were growing up, when we see a stranger in our community, we report to the elder, the Odionwere, and he will send some people after the person, and the person will come and identify himself. But these days, even when cow destroys Sabovo's farm, John will say that it's not his farm. It doesn't concern him. But at the time he would destroy John's farm, he now wants everybody to come and talk about it. And then Sabo will now say, it's not my business. There's going to be serious food crisis. We should not deceive ourselves. If you watch this year, most of this time, you will be seeing people drying corn, maize, which they did not sell at the time it is fresh. I do not see a place that one is taking place now, which shows to you that even to have seedlings to plant maize or corn next year is not going to be easy. And like I said, I will still have to praise the farmers and encourage them to report any suspicious character to the Odionweres, the constabularies, the POWOB, and any other government security, police, so that these people can follow.
You now watch the price of diesel and see the former price. I cannot survive it except I raise the price of my foodstuff. So there's no way. I said it even in an interview about 2 years ago, that before 2 years, the price of foodstuff will be outside that of the common man, those who are not farmers. We are excluded because if it's leaf, we get it raw, fresh from the farm. But what of those who are not farmers? So still expect that it is still going to go up. A year ago, 25 liters of oil was 7,000. But the market price today is 21,000. We will not blame the farmer or those who produce. It's the cost of production. Assuming they control the cost of raw material, starting from petrol and diesel, the farmer has got no right to say he must increase the price. And if also they are able to control the labor force, less than a year ago, you can see a laborer 700, 800 naira a day. Today now it's from 2,000, 2,500 a day. Are you expecting the farmer not to raise the price of his foodstuff? So it is not the end. You start from the bottom. Yes, maybe the government is trying, but they are not monitoring. They will say they are giving loans to farmers. These loans are really given to the middlemen, not the farmers. They should look at it. The real farmers are not getting this loan. I don't want to, but the real farmers are not getting this loan. It's to the middlemen who are not farmers.
Before we go into increasing the food production in the midst of increase of insecurity, You know, there is no community, there is no state, there is no country that can actually thrive in the area of food production when insecurity is rising. And because of the situation of Nigeria, seeing that insecurity have overwhelmed the armed aspect of this country, or the armed forces that's supposed to tackle insecurity. So first of all, I want to call for a collective effort, not just from the forces alone, but also as an individual, as heads of communities, and everybody's hands need to be on deck to be able to fight insecurity. That is number one. Then number two, where we now begin to say that because of insecurity, that there should be fear of not embarking on agriculture. So we should try and take that out. So one of the ways that I will recommend, or one of the ways that I will say that we should tackle it, is that while the government is doing their own fighting the insecurity, there as an individual will cooperate with them, number one. Then number two, that we should also try our best to also increase food production by going into agriculture. Then the third one that I want to also say is that government should please create an enabling environment, not just in the area of agriculture, but at the same time for farmers to be able to have at least freedom for them to go to the farm and make farm. And I want to say this first to the government: let it be that industries should be established to create more opportunity for employment, and for our other leaders who may have not been in government, let it also be that we should also think of other things, other areas, to also create jobs where other people can also have opportunity to work. The other day I was watching television, ITV, and I discovered that somebody was saying something about what our father, a great man in this state, which everybody are actually happy about, that is from this state, that is our father, Sir Gabriel Igbenedion. The person was talking about how many staff that is on his payroll, and that is one of the things that people should emulate. And I want to say that God will strengthen us as a country, and God will help us to be able to fight every challenges that is before us. It's just a phase. God will take it off.
There will be sufficient food in Nigeria if the government key into the system proper, not by giving the people who are in his office, by giving the real farmers. As the chairman of all farmer group in Nigeria, we know the farmers. We know those who are really the genuine farmers. We have the data from it. If the government can ask us, we go to let the government know those are the farmers, and those people that are supposed to benefit from the loan. Because today, farming is not about cutlass and hoe. Farming is about tractors. Farming is about mechanized farming. So the government should be able to say, yes, let a committee be set up who will be going around looking at the farmer's farm. It's not for you to stay in the office and tell the government that I have a farm. No, you must have a farm. You must be a farmer before you talk about having a farm. Like the loan that are becoming. So people that have been benefiting from that loan are people that are not farmers, who are government agents, because they are close to the government. They are the ones who want to benefit. At the end of the day, you said that the loan that is given to farmers are not being utilized. They don't have the best fertile land, that you don't even need fertilizer. And whatever you put on the ground will do well. But with fertilizer, to complement it, I know the governor, who is talking much about farming, is doing well about farming, and I know by the grace of God, we are going to meet with him and we will talk to him and tell him the challenges farmers are facing. Again, it's another problem for the farmer, because when you go to the rural area right now, most people don't go to farm. What they do right now, they go to farm in group. Going to farm in group, you know how dangerous that one is. Go to farm in group, that means I will go to your farm today, by 3 days time, before it gets to your turn, it will be a month. So that's what they do right now. But if this security issue is addressed, I want the governor. It's not about setting up a vigilante team. It's about looking inward. Look at the people in that community. Give incentive to the people in that community. If there's in every community in Edo State, I give them 200,000. I want security. They should know anybody you see in your bush, catch the person and give to me. You see everybody, every community will want to rise up, but not to give the money to so-called vigilante, who now become a vigilante of burial. When people are celebrating better, you see them shooting gun. And when they're supposed to do the security, they're not doing it. I urge the governor, I want the governor to see inward by calling all the Odion ways, calling the Enigies, calling at the head of the villagers, so that he should address them, tell them what he will be giving them. And besides Nigeria see money, Nigeria will want to do more in things that about security.
Several factors have been said to be responsible for low food production in Nigeria. They include poor access to funds, insecurity, and high cost of production. All these need to be addressed by the government in order for farmers to engage in sufficient food production in Nigeria. I am Blessing Aichi.